My name is Lisa. Welcome to class. Today we're talking about getting around, asking for directions, giving directions, using maps. Welcome to join at any time. Hi. Hi, Juan Carlos.
Hi, Lisa. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
Fine, thank you. Can you hear me good?
I can hear you pretty well. Pretty well. It's a little quiet, but I can hear you. Yeah.
Yeah, but I got a little problem in the former class. I don't know, my microphone is not working uh, very well. I don't know what happened. But
Okay.
can you understand me?
Yeah, it's a little hard to hear you. So, but I can hear you. Just make sure to speak up, and it should be okay.
Okay.
All right. And hello, Nassim.
Hello, teacher. How are you?
I'm doing well. How are you?
I'm fine.
And where do you live?
Uh, I live in Qatar, Doha. I'm from Syria.
Oh, okay, great. Cool. It's nice to meet you.
Thank you. Me too. Thank you.
And Juan Carlos, I forgot to ask, where do you live?
I live in Bogota, Colombia.
Okay, wonderful, wonderful. And
How are you?
welcome. What's that?
What about you?
Yeah, I live in Sacramento, California.
Okay.
Yeah, the capital city of California in the United States. Yeah. And welcome, Laura.
Welcome.
How are you?
I'm fine. I'm trying to. Okay, now I see you. Perfect. Hi.
Hi. Where do you live?
In Italy, in Rome.
Okay, great. I was there a long time ago. I guess it would have been 1993.
Ooh, you have to come back.
I know, it's been too long. I think I was 14 when I visited. So, yeah. It's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you.
And welcome, Isaac.
Hi, teacher. Good morning from
Hi,
Mexico.
how are you?
I'm fine, thank you. And you?
I'm doing well, thanks. Good morning. Where do you live?
I live in Mexico.
In Mexico? Okay,
Yes.
cool. Which city?
In Morelos. It's the state,
Okay,
Morelos.
okay, great. And welcome. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, teacher.
All right, so today we're talking about getting around, and we'll be looking at asking for directions as well as giving directions. And we'll look at some maps of some different cities and use them to practice, looking for giving and receiving directions. So let me see, the first one is going to be, oh, where'd it go? It's not showing me my documents. It's interesting. It's showing some things that aren't open instead of some things that are. I don't understand what's happening here. Let me try. I don't know. I'm trying to share screens, but it's showing me windows that don't exist instead of ones that do. And I'm not sure why that is. So I'm trying to figure out what I have open that shouldn't be open. There's nothing here. I'm gonna have to do it as, I guess there's another way. I'm gonna have to share the entire screen, I guess, which we don't normally do. Oh, here we go. Now it's working. Yay. Okay. Technical difficulties. Sorry about that. All right. I'm gonna try to make sure it's big enough. Oh, maybe that's a little too big. Can everybody read the writing, the lettering?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, great. So we're gonna start off just looking at a dialogue, just to get warmed up with the topic. So let me see. Who shall go first? How about, well, Laura, you can start off being Anna, and Nassem, you can be the officer.
Okay.
Okay,
Okay.
great. So go ahead when you're ready.
Okay. So, excuse me, officer. I'm visiting Boston and I'm lost.
Boston is a big city. What are you looking for?
Sorry. I'm supposed to meet my friend at an art museum in Cambridge.
Do you know the address?
Yes, it's at the intersection of Manson and Humac.
North Womack or South Womack?
South.
First, catch the T at the station in the middle of the block.
Hondi Street?
Yes, you can see it from here. Do you see the sign by the gate to the east?
Oh, yes, I see it. Do I go down?
Yes, take the steps down and take the train going west.
Okay. How many stops before I get off the subway?
3 stops.
Do you know the name of the stop?
Yes, you shall get off the Harvard station. When you go up the steps, you shall follow the first straight to the right.
Is that Manson or South Humac?
No, that's Greenlee Street. Walk along Greenlee for 2 blocks and turn right and stop at the stop sign.
What should I do after I turn right?
That street is South Womack. All you shall have to do is follow it until you get the next corner, where you shall see the street sign of the Manson.
And the museum is right there?
Yes, it is. It's a big building. You cannot miss it. It shall be on your left, just to the northeast.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your visit to the city.
All right, good. A couple things on pronunciation with the contraction it'll. Instead of it shall, it'll be on your left. And to the northeast. Good. And then there's a note at the bottom, in case you were wondering, in Boston. The T is the subway system in Boston. It's like saying the tube in London, or the MTR in Hong Kong, or the light rail here in Sacramento. Yeah. All right, do you guys have any questions about any of the words or phrases you saw here?
Yes. What is a Womack?
Womack, I believe, is going to be a person's name. So the street is named after a person, I'm guessing.
Okay. Thank you.
You're welcome. Yeah. Any other questions?
Catch, to catch is like to find.
To catch the T at the station. Yeah. It's like to take the subway, or to get the subway. You catch it, like because it's going quickly, right? And you picture it like maybe like a cat catching a mouse. You have to like hurry to get it before it runs away. Yeah. You catch a bus too.
Okay.
And a taxi. So those are the 3 we might use catch for. Yeah, good. Any other questions? Okay, so thanks both of you. Let's go ahead and we'll move on. Welcome, Gerondir. Thanks for joining us.
Thank you, teacher.
And welcome, Edgardo. Nice to see you too. And,
nice to see you again, teacher.
Yeah, and welcome, Javier. Nice to see you. So we're looking at a dialogue. So I'm gonna pick our next two subjects, and just so it's easier for me to remember, I'll go in order. Gerondir and Juan Carlos. Gerondir, you can be Anna, but we'll call you Andy this time. And Juan Carlos, you can be the officer.
I'm sorry, teacher. Could you repeat, please?
Yeah, Gerondir, you're gonna play the part of Anna, but we'll call you Andy this time. And Juan Carlos is going to be the officer.
Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So when you're ready, go ahead. Gerondir, would you like to start with, excuse me, officer?
All right, teacher. Excuse me, officer. I'm visiting Boston and I'm lost.
Boston is a visiting. What are you looking for?
I'm supposed to meet my friend at an art museum in Cambridge.
Do you know the address?
Yes, this is the intersection of music and woman.
No, that's woman.
South.
First, see at the station in the middle of the bus.
On this street?
Yes, you can see it from here. You see the sign by the gate today.
Oh yes, I see it. Do I go down?
Yes, take a step down and take the train going west.
How many steps before I get off the subway?
Yes, sir.
Do you know the name of the stop?
Yes, you'll get off at the Harvard station. When you go up the steps, you'll follow the first step to the right.
Is that Mason or South Womack?
No, that's really straight. Walk along slowly for 2 blocks and turn right at the stop sign.
What should I do after I turn right?
That street is South Womack. All you'll have to do is follow it until you get the next corner where you won't see the street sign for Mason.
And the museum is right there?
Yes, it's a big building. You can see it'll be on your left, just to the north.
Thank you so much.
No problem. I hope you enjoy your visit.
Alright, great. So any new questions this time? Or did you find anything new? Or no? No? Okay. Alright, so I have an option for you guys. Javier, Isaac, and Edgardo, we can continue with the same dialogue, or I have another dialogue about asking for directions if you'd like to look at a different one. So it's up to you. Would you like to try the same one, or would you like to try a different one that I believe might be a little more challenging? It's up to you.
I prefer a different one.
Okay, I think I do too. Is everybody in agreement?
Yes.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
Yes.
Alright. Good. Just let me make sure that I can get the right one to open. Okay, I have to close one, I think, because it's not giving it to me again. Come on, why is the share screen option working so silly today? What if I close this one? Open it again later. It's not giving it to me. About now. There it is. Okay. I just need to scroll back up. Maybe it's not more challenging. Some of the lines are longer, but it's at least a different one. So I'll give this one a try too. So let me close like that. Okay. And let's see. Javier and Isaac, would you like to go? Javier, you can be the man on the street asking for directions, and Isaac, you can be the other ones, the second man, and Andrea, and the other parts.
Okay.
Okay.
Go ahead when you're ready.
Yes. Excuse me, can you tell me how to get the post office?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm from out of town.
Excuse me, do you know where the post office is?
Sure, it's not far from me here. Walk straight ahead until you get to Main Street then.
Sorry to interrupt you. How many blocks is that?
It's about 2 or 3 blocks. It's the first traffic light you come to. When you get to Main Street, turn right and walk 1 block to Broadway. Then turn left and go about half a block.
Which side of the street is it on?
Coming from this direction, it'll be on your right side. It's in the middle of the block, next to the Sweets ice cream shop. You can't miss it. Do you want me to repeat any of that?
No, that's okay. I got it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
All right, good. So, any questions from this one? I'm sorry? Uh-oh, I'm having trouble hearing. I'm sorry to interrupt you, Laura, but can you repeat? The connection was breaking up.
I don't do you want me to repeat any of it? There was that the
I'm afraid I'm not able to really understand your question because the connection is breaking up your voice. I could hear you, but yeah, your voice was cutting out, I'm afraid.
The question is, do you any of that?
Do I do any of what?
The question of Andrea. That at the end it says, do you want me to repeat any of that? What do you mean?
Oh, okay. Do you want me to repeat any of that? Thanks. I couldn't hear you because of the connection, but I got you now. It means in case you can't remember it because it's a lot of information, maybe you want to hear some of it again.
Ah, okay.
Yeah. Cool. It's a good question. Thank you. And thanks for your patience. I don't know, the connection was going on. Any other questions? This is great. I like questions. Gotta scan. I don't know if it's true, but I heard a rumor that asking for directions in Boston will get you lost. Like, but for some reason in Boston, if you ask for directions, it doesn't work out well. I'm not sure why. If they give you bad directions on purpose as a joke, or if they just aren't good at giving directions, or what happens. But that's the word on the street that I heard. So hopefully no Bostonians watch this and get angry, because that's just what I heard. So, all right, great. Now let's take a quick look. We have Edgardo. It's your turn, and can I get a volunteer to go again so that Edgardo has a partner?
Tell me.
Okay, great. Well, thanks, Juan Carlos. So let's see. Edgardo, would you like to be asking for directions or giving directions?
I prefer asking for directions.
All right, so you'll be the man on the street, and Juan Carlos, you'll be the other people.
Okay.
Great. Go ahead when you're ready.
Okay, excuse me. Can you tell me how to get to the post office?
No, I'm sorry. I don't know. I'm from out of town.
Excuse me. Do you know where the post office is?
Oh, it's not far from here. Walk straight ahead until you get the main street. Then,
Sorry to interrupt you. How many blocks is that?
it's about 2 or 3 blocks. It's the first traffic light you come to. When you get to Main Street, turn right and walk 1 block to Broadway. Then turn left and go about half a block.
Oops.
Which side of the street is it on?
Coming from this direction, it will be on your right side. It's in the middle of the block next to the street ice cream shop. You can't miss it. You want me to repeat any of that?
No, that's okay. I've got it. Thanks a lot.
You're welcome.
Awesome. All right. So, on the second reading, did you see anything you want to ask about?
Okay.
No? Okay. So, let's see. Ooh, wow. We are already almost halfway through, so I think that the next thing we're going to do is we'll review some phrases for giving directions, and then we'll go to our maps. Because there's a bunch of us, and that way hopefully everyone will have time to ask for directions and give directions using a map. That is my goal. Alright, so I need to make this a little smaller. Oops. Okay. Now, let's review some phrases for giving directions. Okay. So, some verbs for giving directions. Turn left and turn right. We use the verb turn here. What other verbs could we use instead of turn?
Go.
Yeah, go left. What else?
I don't know. Cross.
I'm sorry, could you repeat?
Cross. I don't know.
It's hard. Your microphone. It's kind of hard to distinguish the word. Could you type it? I'm having trouble hearing you this time.
Cross. I don't know. I'm not sure. Cross.
Oh yeah. Okay. Cross would be like cross the street. So
Okay. We
yeah.
can say go left.
Appropriate.
So cross the
Thank
street
you,
over
Professor.
here. If you're on one side to the other, you would cross. Yeah, you can go left or go right. The other one that I was thinking of, it also requires an article, but we can use the verb make. Make a left or make a right. So we can also use the verb to make when we're going to turn or tell someone to turn, make a left or make a right. Oh, I thought of one more verb. I don't know if I said it before, but take. Whoa. Okay, cool. I never saw somebody. That was my first time seeing that. Okay. That's a great idea. I think it's awesome. Take. You can also take a left or take a right, make a left, make a right, go left, go right, turn left, turn right. These all are basically the same thing. So whichever one you remember, that's great, and don't worry about the others. Or remember them all and use them all like I do, and that's fun too. All right, so our next one in the middle here, go straight ahead. Go straight ahead. Some people don't say go straight. They would say another word that has a similar meaning, starts with the letter F. Any guesses? Instead of straight ahead, you can go...
Follow the street.
You could say follow the street, yeah.
Right this way?
We would say right this way if we want someone to follow us. So if someone was going to show us how to get there themselves, they might say right this way. But usually that's like in a restaurant or when you're a customer and they're going to show you something, somebody might say right this way. The one I'm thinking of is go forward. Go forward. Some people don't say go straight. They say go forward. That's basically the same thing. But forward takes into account that not all roads are straight. Some roads have curves. So, yeah. Any questions so far? Okay. And this one we have go past, right? So if we have a landmark, like here we have building A, and you want to go past it, and then when you're after it, you turn left or, or right instead of before, right? Somebody might say, turn right before you get to A, but in this case we have go past A. Okay. All right. So for here, at the corner of, So A is on the corner of these two streets, but at the corner of these two streets, at the corner we turn. When we're giving directions, we'll say A is on the corner, but at the corner you turn left, or at the corner you turn right. And these two are next to each other. What else can we say instead of next to?
Beside.
Yeah, beside. That's right. And we have opposite. What else can we say besides opposite?
In front of.
In front of. The A is in front of B. Excuse me. And we can also say across from. Across from. Okay. Welcome, Mustafa. I just saw that you joined us. Thank you for joining us. And the last one on this image is between. So B is between A and C. Between. I'm trying to think if there's anything. Oh yes, there is. We could say between, or we can say in between. It's basically the same thing. All right. So, any questions about these instructions with the verbs and the prepositions of place?
No question.
Awesome. So, let's take a look. Now, I'm going to have to zoom in on this and try to get it just right. But even still, it's going, oops, that's a little too much. It's going to be impossible to see clearly the whole thing at once. But what we have here is a map of Old Town Sacramento, which is my city. And this is the Old Town. So you know, we don't have any Chinese students here who have a 5,000-year history, because it always seems kind of funny when I say Old Town and it's like 150 years old, and we call it Old Town. But I spent 6 years in China, living in cities that were thousands of years old, and so when I came home calling this Old Town, it always felt a little funny. But it's Old Town Sacramento, and it's as old as it gets for our city. So we have in the red section over here, we have food and drinks. In the kind of weird brownish kind of sort of color down here, we have entertainment. And in the top right, in the blue section, we have shopping. And in the turquoise section on the bottom right, we have services, things like ATM machines, beauty and health services, event spaces, hotels, and other such things. So you can have a choice of which one of these you want to look at, and then you'll choose a location, a restaurant or a shop or a comedy club. There's a couple different like stand-up comedy clubs, I think. Whatever you'd like, and we'll ask for directions from wherever our last place was. Now, today we're gonna come in and we're gonna park here at this parking garage, and we're gonna all meet up here at this statue. Does everybody see the little horse statue right here?
Yeah.
Yep. This is going to be our starting point, okay? And we'll go from there, and we'll travel around the city until everybody has a chance, and then we'll move on to a more complicated map with San Francisco, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Any questions before we get started? Okay, so, oops, too far. Maybe not, actually. Maybe that's good. Right now, the key is to be able to read the food and drink, shopping, entertainment, and services. And I will zoom in as necessary. Let me think. It's easiest for me to keep track if I go in order. So, let's see. Nasem, you're going to get to go first so that it's easy for me to keep track. And I'm going to ask you to choose between food and drink, entertainment, shopping, or services. What would you like to see?
We'll start with the food.
I'm sorry?
Food.
Food. Let's do it. Okay. So, just go ahead, take a quick look at the food and drinks. Each one has a number, and that corresponds to the building. So, for example, let's see, Happy Pita Cafe is in number 3, which is in this general area. Same thing with the Indo Cafe. Okay. So, do you have a place in mind?
No, okay. I'll take the Happy Pita.
Happy Pita. Okay. And let's see. Mustafa, what I would like you to do is give directions. You guys are going to do like we did in the dialogue and give directions from the horse statue, which is the Pony Express. Before we had the mail and the post office, we had people on horseback riding through the wilderness, and the Pony Express statue. From here to building number 3. Okay? So, go ahead and begin when you're ready. Nasem asking Mustafa for directions.
Okay. Hi, sir.
Hey, how are you?
I'm fine. Can I know where is the Happy Pita Coffee?
Happy Pita Coffee, yes. Where are you? Are in Racing Horse? Parking Horse.
Parking.
Yes.
Yes.
Go straight on
Okay.
for 2 blocks and turn left.
Excuse
Okay.
me, which street? I have to go in
Sit-
Second Street or
Front Street, and then you pass the Front Street, and you can find the coffee on your right hand. Okay,
sorry, but it's not clear. Can you go more specific?
yes, you are in parking game. Is that right?
Yes, we are now in the parking
Yes,
garage.
and go straight on for 2 blocks in J Street. Okay.
Yes.
Then
Okay.
turn left
Okay.
in the front street and pass 2 blocks, and you can find the coffee on your right hand. Okay.
Okay. Thank you.
Okay.
Thank
Is
you.
that clear for you?
Yes. Thank you
Okay.
very much.
Thank you, sir.
Good. All right, so you can find the cafe on your
Okay.
right-hand side.
Okay. Is that right?
Yeah. We just would add on the word side on your right-hand side.
What does it what site?
Side, S-I-D-E, like the right side of your body, for example, or the right
Okay.
side of the street. Yeah, on
Yes,
your right-hand
yes.
side.
Okay. Thanks.
Yeah, you're welcome. Good job, yes. Okay, now let's go to Mustafa. It's going to be your turn to ask for directions. We're starting at the Happy Pita Cafe. Where would you like to go? What would you like to see? Food and drink, shopping, services,
Is
or
there
entertainment?
any library here?
No, I don't think so. I'm
Entertainment.
looking. Entertainment. Okay, let's look at entertainment.
For is there any cinemas? built there? Yes,
There
yes.
are.
California Military Museum. It's nice. Number
You want to
15.
see that? Number 15. Okay.
Yes, yes. The first one in the museum list.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
All right. So I'm going back to
Where
our
is
map.
It's number 15. Yes.
Okay.
Yes, this.
So great. Now, Mustafa, what I'd like you to do, we're starting off at number 3, and Laura. Mustafa asked Laura for directions on how to get to the museum. Laura, we're starting off at number 3, the Happy Pita Cafe.
Okay.
So, Mustafa, when you're ready, ask Laura for directions.
Hi, Laura. How are you?
Hi, fine. And you?
I'm fine, thanks. Can you please show me the way to the California Military Museum, please?
Yeah, for sure. So you have to go to turn left in the L Street and go straight ahead for 2 blocks, and then turn left, and you can find it.
Okay, you left. Yeah, no, that's mean you say turn right. Is that it?
Well, if you it looks like right, but if you think about like how you'd be walking, you would turn left.
Yes, yes. Okay. Thanks a lot, Laura. That's clear for me.
Thanks to you.
Okay, good job, you guys.
Yes.
Yeah, it's kind of confusing. You have to like turn your head upside down and look at the computer upside down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right, good job, yes. All right, Laura, what would you like to see?
Shopping.
Shopping. Okay, it's kind of hard to get all of them. Are you more interested in clothes or antiques?
Gifts for Christmas.
Gifts for Christmas. Okay, so there's a gift section, there's jewelry, there's specialty retail, clothing, apparel, and accessories.
Okay, so...
my favorite is Sock City.
So, Sock City.
Sock City. Okay, number 16. Oh, this is a quick one. So I'm gonna cheat because Sock City is kind of really close.
Yeah.
So
If you
I'm
want,
gonna
we
put
can
us back
change
to
it.
the Happy Pita Cafe. Okay. Let's go back to the Happy Pita Cafe, or
Okay.
no, let's go somewhere different. Let's try number 5. Let's go over here. Imagine everybody we're at number 5, okay, in the west, and Laura, you're going to ask Juan Carlos for directions on how to get to Sock City to buy some really funky, colorful socks.
Okay. So, hello.
Hello.
Do you know where is the Sock City shop?
Yes, it's near here. It's just about 3 blocks from here. You can go 3 blocks from here to the west, and then turn left, and you'll find the place in front of what street?
Yeah, sorry, I can hear you so bad.
Yeah.
Well, my microphone has a little problem.
I'm sorry, Juan Carlos. It sounded like I could hear you kind of, and it sounded like clear. Like it sounded like you were giving good directions, but it was so hard to actually hear the details. Thank you, though. I appreciate it.
Thank you.
Yeah. Maybe Javier, can you help them out? How do you get from number 5 in the west on Capitol Mall down to Sock City?
Is the number 16?
Yeah, number 16.
Oh yes. Take the left on the front street to go ahead. In the Jeju Street, take right. 2 blocks take off the right on 2nd Street. In the middle street on the left.
Yeah, good. In the middle of the street. Yeah. Actually, in the middle of the street, I'd like to change that just a little because if you go to the middle of the street, you might get hit by a car. So we're gonna say the middle of the block.
Okay.
Yeah. Because in the middle of the street gives me an image of walking down like the middle of the street, which is dangerous. Although actually it's not that dangerous in Old Town because some of the streets are pedestrian only, but still, just to be safe. Because people here drive crazy. They're not good drivers in my city. All right, good job. Okay, so Juan Carlos, I want to give you a chance to ask for directions. If we can't hear you clearly for this one, it's a short. Asking for directions is kind of the quicker part, so maybe you can write it like where you want to go. But I think I'll be able to hear you. We'll give it a shot. What would you like to see? Food and drink, shopping, entertainment, or services?
Services. Maybe
Okay. Can I what?
about hotel.
Yeah, there's one hotel here, the Delta King Hotel.
Yes.
Number 2.
Delta King Hotel.
Delta King Hotel it is. Number 2. You may be surprised to find out the Delta King Hotel is a boat. So if you notice, number 2 is on the water. Alright, so let me make sure I get everybody's name in the right place. Okay, so let's see. Juan Carlos, please ask Edgardo for directions to
Excuse me, sir. I'm looking for a hotel. Can you help me?
from 16 to 2.
Teacher, I'm sorry, from point 16?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Okay. Go straight straight ahead to J Street. Then turn left and walk 2 blocks until Front Street. Then turn left again and walk 1 block until K Street. And then turn right and walk straight forward, and you will find the hotel.
Okay, great.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah. Okay. So, it's your turn, Edgardo. Where would you like to go? What would you like to do?
To an entertainment place.
Okay.
I don't know, a museum.
Okay. We did the military one, so we have a railroad museum. There's a history museum and a schoolhouse.
The railroad museum.
All right. Yeah, it's an awesome museum. I've been there. It's great. They have so many trains. If you like trains. Okay, so from number 2, from the hotel down to number 10, California State Railroad Museum. And let's see. That means that Nassam, you haven't given directions yet, I think. So Edgardo, please ask Nassam for directions.
Excuse me. Could you tell me how to get to the railroad museum, please?
In which block they told you?
Sorry?
From number 2 to number 10.
Okay, dear, if you going just to the front street, you can take it right until you arrive to First Street, and you'll find this block on the left side. Is it easy for you, or explain again?
When I am the corner in Front Street with J.A. Street.
Yeah, when you arrive to First Street, you will find on the left. Just take it right, and then you will find on the left hand, on the left side.
On the left side. Okay, I understand. Thank you.
Thank you. You're welcome.
It's a little confusing, but it's actually I Street. It looks like a 1, but it's actually an alphabet. This one is I Street, JKL. But yeah, good. All right. One thing to think about is when you're coming to the hotel or leaving the hotel, you have to go onto the dock. This is the dock. And oops, not that window. And you have to cross the railroad tracks. So you go onto the dock and cross the railroad tracks. Railroad tracks are a useful landmark for giving directions to someone walking or driving, because you have to be careful crossing the tracks so people pay attention to them. So they make good landmarks. All right, so I want to give you guys a choice because, honestly, Old Sacramento has so many fascinating things to look at and explore. So if you guys want to stay in Sacramento and play with this map, we can. Or we can go to San Francisco, but honestly, I don't know. That map is more difficult and bigger. And so, but we'll play with ideas like public transportation, like, you know, getting the BART, taking the subway, or you know, maybe getting a taxi because we have some bigger distances. So what do you guys think? I want to, you know, you guys can let me know. Do you want to do Sacramento some more, or would you like to take a quick look at San Francisco? We only have a little bit of time left, so. What do you think?
Sacramento is good.
Yeah? Okay, great. Anyone disagree? I mean, I'm happy with Sacramento. I like this one. This is a good map. The other one it doesn't have as many fun, interesting places to go. So we'll just keep going. We'll just cycle through, see how far we get. So now, Sam, it's your turn to ask for directions. What would you like to see?
Okay, we'll go to shopping.
Okay, let's go shopping. I feel kind of bad, like maybe you guys don't like socks, and we went to Sock City because I like Sock City. I like wearing really colorful, funky knee socks when I roller skate. So I love Sock City because I wear funny socks. So clothes, gifts, jewelry, specialty items, toys, antiques, and art.
Number 7, Carlos Giftland.
Okay, where's that? Where is it? It must be somewhere over here. Anyway, number 7, Carlos's Giftland. Let's do it.
Okay.
And let's see. How about let's go ahead and start at the train station, the bus, RV, and train station down here. Just let's make it a little more challenging. I'll try to make them more difficult. So we're down here at the south end of I Street. Okay, that's where we're starting out. And let's see. I don't want to force you. Let's see where to go. So now, Sam, go ahead and ask Mustafa for directions on how to get to your gift shop.
Okay. Hi. Hi, Mustafa.
Hi, how are you?
Fine. Actually, I got lost here. I cannot find my way to Carlos Giftland. Can you guide me?
Sorry, can you repeat, please? I can't hear you. Sorry.
Okay, just I got lost and I don't know the location. Where is the Carlos locations?
Carlos locations. Let me see, where is it? Carlos.
It's in building
They
number
told me
7.
in block 7.
Where are you? Where are you now?
We are here now in the bus parking.
Okay. Can I show you? Okay. Go straight on in street. Okay.
Which street?
Okay. In which one? One street.
High
Yes, in
Street.
one street,
High
and
Street.
then turn left. Okay. And okay. And then again turn left in the second street and pass for 3 blocks, and then turn right for in all street for 2 blocks, and we can find the parking in the second block.
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
Is that clear?
Okay, but I have to go to parking or I have to go to the shopping, or the same?
Or I don't know. I see parking in number 7. Where?
Let's pretend the store is like right here.
Okay. Then turn before passing the parking. Turn on the right, and you can see the shopping in the middle of in blocks.
Okay, thank you.
Is that clear, sir?
Yes, it's clear. Thank
Okay,
you.
thanks a lot. Thanks.
Alright, good.
Okay,
so I want to try to get everyone another chance. So I'm going to jump to Laura, and I took your choice kind of away from you last time. So it's your turn to pick another spot in case you don't want socks for your Christmas present. And you're going to ask, let's see, we'll give, I don't know, Juan Carlos, I don't know your microphone. Kind of bad. So I'm going to have Laura ask Javier for directions again. So Laura, what would you like to see?
services.
Okay.
Um, 8. McGee old-time photos.
Yeah, McGee's. McGee's old-time photos. That sounds like fun. And that's number 8. So we are not going to start from number 7. We are going to start from number 11. Okay. And we're going to go to number 8. So, Laura, please ask Javier for directions on how to get to.
Okay. Hello. Can you tell me how to get to the Maggie's old-time photos, please?
Is the number 8 or 11?
Number 8. We're starting at 11 and we're going to 8.
8. Okay. Take L Street on the left. In the corner of the Firehouse Alley, take the right for 1 block, pass the K Street, and middle block on the left.
Okay.
Correct?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's in the middle of the block on the left. Yeah. It's in the middle of the block on the left. Okay, good. Alright, so we have time, I think, for one more. So, Juan Carlos, it's your turn to ask for directions again, because we were able to hear that part at least. That's good. So, what would you like to see?
I would like to see an entertainment place.
The what?
Entertainment.
Entertainment. Okay.
Maybe the Eagle Theater. Number 9.
Alright, the Eagle Theater, number 9. Oops. Okay. Number 9. Where's number 9? Oh, here. Okay, so I'm going to jump us back over to number 5. We're all the way down here at number 5. And we need to go to number 9. Actually, you know what? No, we're coming into town. We're coming in on I-5 and we're getting off on Capitol Mall. So we're down here on Capitol Mall. Let's do it a little different. Alright. And, oops, what happened here? We're on Capitol Mall. So go ahead and ask Edgardo for directions on how to get there.
Hi, sir.
Hi.
I'm new on the town and lot. I would like to go to Eagle Theater. Can you hear me?
Yes. Go straight forward in Capitol Mall until 2nd Street. Then turn right and go straight ahead for 5 blocks. For 4 blocks until J Street. Then turn left and go straight forward 1 block. And that place is after Firehouse Alley, almost in the middle of the block.
In the middle of the block. Okay, thank you.
Good job, you guys. So it's time to go. Do you guys have any last questions before we wrap up?
No.
All right. Well, if you think of any questions, feel free to send me a message. If you think of something later and you're like, oh, I didn't ask, feel free to ask. And I look forward to seeing you next time.
Okay.
See you.
Thank you, teacher.
Okay.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Thanks, everybody. Bye.
Bye.
Bye bye.
See you next time. Bye.